With pandemic restrictions easing across the country, cities are coming back to life. But a federal election is looming on the horizon, and it seems the average Canadian would rather hit a patio than head to the polls.
There's just too much. It's fine as it is right now. There's too much going on. Let's just let this ride out.
I think we don't need a disruption in policy that's getting people potentially back to work.
Canadians are not into an election. They're not feeling especially political at the moment.
Pollster Daryl Bricker says recent surveys show the majority of Canadians believe the pandemic won't be done even in the next year. So if an election is called soon, he cautions the Liberals against making the ballot question about how the government managed the pandemic response.
To go out and claim victory and ask for a referendum on your performance seems like you're asking for an evaluation of in a hockey game after the first period.
To that end, the number of cases of COVID-19 are on the rise, with the Delta variant continuing to spread. Now, there have been successful provincial elections during the pandemic, even before vaccines were available. That's why this former Liberal strategist says opposition parties can't criticize the Liberals if they do trigger a vote.
So that's a tough thing if you're the leader of the NDP or you're the leader of the Conservatives. When your provincial counterpart held an election, and perhaps in the case of at least one leader, you participated in that election, you campaigned for them.
How do you do?
In those votes, BC Premier John Horgan converted his minority government into a majority, as did Blaine Higgs in New Brunswick. Those successes may be what's motivating Prime Minister Trudeau as he watches his poll numbers.
They are close to majority territory, but it's far from a slam dunk. So, and campaigns matter. So a lot of things could happen during a campaign. So I think pulling the trigger will be risky.
But it could be a risk the Prime Minister believes is worth taking. Michael Couteur, Global News, Ottawa.